So here we go, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Kings of Anglia Track the Girls Talk podcast. I'm your host, as ever, Roscoe, and I'm joined, as ever, by my co-host and Town Women skipper, Blue Wilson. We're also joined by a special guest. Got a lot of titles. Player of the Month of November. Birthday girl today. Maria Boswell is joining us. Of course, we are proudly sponsored by John Fowler Solicitors. Big up Michael Kennedy. John Fowler's also sponsors Boz as well, so nice little tie-ins there. But Blue, how you doing? How's things?
I'm very well, thanks, Ross. I think you'll see in my background, if you're watching on video, I've got a big bunch of flowers in my background. So last week, I coached an under-14 girls team, local team. Just took them for a session, and they came out with this massive bunch of flowers. I was like, what am I going to do with these? But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and they were great kids, so I really enjoyed that. But other than that, it's been busy. What about you?
Yeah, been busy as always. Of course, we've got the World Cup on at the moment. England are out. Oh well,
Yeah.
Is what it is. Sad times. But yeah, all good. Boz, happy birthday. We are recording this on Tuesday night, but this will be going out Wednesday. But what an opportunity to sort of get your birthday celebration started with a recording of the pod. But yeah, how's things?
I'm good, yeah. Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Very good. Let's talk about November as a month. You've got Player of the Month, and the season as a whole. How have you how's it been?
No, I think it started well. I think it's been good to kind of get a good run of games in and kind of getting the minutes. And I've been really enjoying kind of the new position that I've taken up. And just to kind of top it off before Christmas with Player of the Month is great. And I've enjoyed it.
That's good. And I want to quickly talk about, we're going to go back to a few games back, your goal against Luton. I think we had Bigsy on, didn't we, for that pod? And she was surprised that you could jump that high. But yeah, good goal from yourself.
Yeah, I think all the goals are shots because I'm not too well known for using my head. I think there's a bit of a joke going around that I seem to just get concussion every time I head the ball. But it's changed this year. And it's quite funny that I've actually scored a goal with my head. So, I mean, I think I heard Big say on the pod that I didn't know too much about it, which might be true. But still a well-taken goal, I'd say. So, but no, yeah, it was good.
And Blue, we'll get on to, of course, Portishead. Sadly, Boz has had a goal scrapped from her because it's an own goal. We'll get your thoughts on that in a minute, Boz. But Blue, as a whole, Boz has had a good season so far.
Yeah, great season. Probably the best season I've seen you, Boz. I suppose you struggled with injuries and stuff previously, but it's been so nice to see you have a run of form, and especially with the challenge of a new position. Would you say that you prefer your current position against years at playing right back?
It's a tough one. I don't know. I am really, really enjoying the new position. I think it's kind of suiting me well. But I don't know, sometimes in training we do sometimes switch the forward back, I'm back to right back. I'm like, oh, it is quite nice to kind of be home. But no, I've been saying to quite a few people, I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm getting comfortable there. And I think the first few games I played there, it was kind of difficult to know positioning and just all other bits. Kind of, I've never been used to kind of getting it from the goalkeeper. I'm kind of always the second or third or whatever pass. So it's kind of those sort of new things. But no, I've been really enjoying it. And I think I've kind of settled into it well, and I'm starting to get the hang of it a lot better. I think I'm still doing a few right back tendencies sometimes, but hopefully I'll shake them off and just keep doing well.
I'm sure
you're playing the month. Hot dog.
I'm not saying you don't do a lot of running, but would you look at your stats on your running from when you did play right back to now, or the position you're playing, or does that change much?
I can't say I really look at the stats and compare it, but I'd definitely say that there is a lot less running involved. And sometimes I think in the Luton game and in the Portishead game at the weekend, I was moved to kind of where Summer normally is, so like the right kind of wing back. And running up and down, it's kind of, I've started to realise how different it is, and maybe how small amount of running I do as a centre back. But can't complain. I run in every. My stats look all right, so I think it's okay.
Definitely. And that sort of segues nicely into the Portishead game then. Of course, unfortunately, it was behind closed doors. The temperature has gone down. We won't talk about the weather, guys, because we know it's cold. It's bloody cold. You look a very comfy Boz as well. If you're watching on video, looks very snug indeed. But yeah, of course, the AJ Arena frozen pitch. Their men's game got called off, so it was always going to expect the game to be off on Sunday, and also we had to make sure Portishead, they did that. They, of course, did an overnight on Saturday, so we had to make sure the game was on. So the game was at Playford Road. Of course, no supporters were able to go to the game, which is a shame, Blue. But just one of those things. We just wanted to get the game on, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely. I think because Felixstowe haven't got underfloor heaters yet, it was frozen. But I think the most important thing was that Portishead had travelled the night before and had paid a lot of money to stay in a hotel and also for the travel. And it's difficult in that circumstance to then cancel the game or move the game because then they've got to expense that again. So it's tricky, and we of course wanted to play in front of fans, but I think it was best that we had the game and got it done, and obviously we got through. So hopefully fans can watch the next one in the fourth round.
Indeed. And Boz, not going too much into it, but of course we played a few games behind closed doors during COVID. How much of a difference is it? Of course, it's always good to have a crowd there, and you do, of course, a good little bit of atmosphere. But how much does it change your game if you're playing behind closed doors, or because sometimes it feels like a training match, which I'm sure Sunday did a little bit.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I think the message was kind of put across to us kind of before the game and on Friday that we've got to treat it as any other sort of game and make sure we do everything we would do on a Sunday and try and keep it the same and keep the intensity the same and make sure the warm-up's good and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a bit weird to walk out, no music, no, just nothing, just silence. So I think the girls on the side gave us a bit of a cheer, but that was about it. So but yeah, no, it had to be done, and I am glad the game went ahead because we don't want a big backlog of games in the new year where we've got to start doing Sunday, Wednesday, and it's good to kind of get games on if they can be on. So like you say, it was a shame that it couldn't be at Felixstowe and people couldn't come and watch, but I think it's the best thing happened.
Definitely. And Blue, this is what the podcast is all about for the listeners, for the fans, to get some more insight in the game. Let's talk about them. A nice 7-0 win to progress to the fourth round of the FA Cup. A lot of goal scorers, which is good to see. Everyone was sharing the goals. Boz, let's quickly go over to, I think it was the third goal of the afternoon. At first, it was given to you, then it got taken away. Taking set pieces, taking a corner. Thoughts on that, first of all?
Yeah, it really wasn't my goal. I never said it was my goal. I didn't think it was my goal. It definitely wasn't. Like from my angle, I put the ball in, like you say, I'm on right side of corners, left side of corners, right side of corners. I don't really know whatever way you're looking at it. I'm on corners at the moment, and I put the ball in, and their player just nodded it in at the front post. It really wasn't my goal, so I didn't claim it. But Kieran and I think Connor Bennett gave it to me, which the girls were not happy about at all. But Kieran then texted me the next day and he was like, I've looked at the video and I think we're going to have to give you an assist instead of a goal. And I went, it's fine. I don't assist. That's definitely not mine. And you know what? I was saying, I think to Kyra, I was saying, I'm more likely this season probably to get assists than goals. So I'd rather probably build up my assist tally than goal tally, but I mean it doesn't bother me either way.
Were you trying to aim it to go in the goal? Of course, because we have seen players score from a corner before. But how are you? How are you preparing for corners? Are you doing that a lot in training, or is it just go for it?
We do it a bit in training because I mean, obviously, I haven't been on corners in the past, so I'm kind of doing it a bit in training just to try and get in the swing of it and make sure I know where I want to put it. But yeah, I kind of aim around the penalty spot, but that one it went a bit short, went to the near post, and the girl just headed it in. So yeah, it really wasn't my goal.
No. So
it was so strange as well,
yeah.
because obviously there was no crowd there. So the ball's gone in the net. From the bench, it was really hard to see if it'd gone in. So I thought it'd gone over or side netting. So we're all like, and then the ref obviously points towards our goal. So I'm thinking, oh, she's given a foul. Anyway, there's no celebration at all. And then you all start running back. I'm like, oh, they've scored.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It was really weird, actually.
Yeah, she said it was really weird. And to be fair, it felt weird when I was like, okay. And then there was like silence. There was no, so I just started walking back, and that was it. That was that. But I guess it's awkward when it's, I don't know what minute it was, 20th, 20s, 30s, I don't really know, in the first half, and it's 3-0 and the girls just scored an own goal. You know, you don't really want to celebrate it. But like you say, it was a bit of a strange one, but oh well.
Yeah, because I think my angle, I was the other side of the goal, so I did see it go off the player, and of course when I looked at the tweets, like, Kieran's falling the balls, I remember the player just going, oh dear, picked up the ball back and then stuff like that. But yeah, I knew straight away it was an own goal because you girls didn't celebrate because you were like, it hit the player directly there.
Like that. No.
Let's talk about the other goals then. That was at 3-0. Bigsy opened the scoring, of course, rounding the goalkeeper. Good ball by Megan Waring, by the way. And then, of course, Sarah Brazzera scores. Good finish. Bigsy then turning provider for that goal. Blue, thoughts on those two goals?
Yeah, really good goals. I think Biggs was really early as well to set the game, because you never really know with these kind of teams how they're going to set up, especially as we knew nothing about them. So to get that really early goal, it helps us relax as a team. And I thought actually on the day we played some really good football. Obviously the pitch allowed it because it's an Astros, completely flat. But even in the warm-up, we looked so sharp. And some of the combination plays from whether it's from Sarah or from the back three into the midfield to bounce it, to get it to the forwards, to get it wide, and then in the box were the best of the season, I thought. Yes, against lower opposition, but still good to showcase that in a match. But yeah, I liked Big's goal. I think my favourite one, which may be controversial, was Bonnie's, just for the build-up.
Yeah. Because
we'd gone through all three thirds. And then I think it's Brazzero or Anna who had a shot. The goalkeeper's then parried it. Brazzero, yeah. The goalkeeper's done parried it, and Bonnie's just run in and tapped it in. But to be fair to Bonnie, she's got onto the box and she's there in the right place. But the build-up, I think it's Sarah Brazzero was involved in the link-up to get it out. But yeah, it's, if you can watch that one back, it's worth watching. But all around, a good day. Professional performance, I think.
Definitely. Of course, Anna Gray, another goal for her. And then Boz, you assisted your second goal of the game for Laffy. At the back post, love those sort of goals. At the back post, boom. And then Prescott, again, with another assist, making her return off the bench, setting up Anna for the second of the afternoon for her, and of course, the 7th goal. Your thoughts, Boz, on that, and just your assist for Laffy's goal?
Yeah, I think, like Boo said, I remember for Bonnie's goal, I kind of, when it in, I was just like, what a great goal, kind of really good build up, and I remember that one now. But yeah, I was pleased with my assist. I think me, Cara and Pesk, I think, had a bit of a link up on the right side. I kind of got the ball, drove kind of a bit into the box and just fizzed it across the goal and kind of hoped that someone would get on the end of it, and thankfully Laff was there at the back post. So no, I think overall, like Blue said, very kind of professional performance, and you know, kind of against those teams when you do go quite a few goals up quite early on, I think it can sometimes let our standards drop, and kind of people are sometimes maybe desperate to get a goal and get on the score sheet. But I don't think that happened on Sunday. I think everyone was kind of still wanting to play our sort of football and wanted to, you know, showcase some good stuff. So no, I think we were all very happy with it.
Indeed. Blue, I want to mention one player though who was so close on 2 occasions to score. Liv Smith.
Yeah.
Twice hit the woodwork from corners. I felt so sorry for her. I thought, you know, she hasn't scored yet for Town, and that was an opportunity there, but always woodwork's in the way.
She was fuming as well. You could see her run back.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
Joe was taking the mick out of her just because how fuming she was. And given we were like, I don't know, 5-6 goals up, and she was fuming. But it will come, I'm sure. Some corner, maybe in the next round, maybe in the 4th round. Liv Smith header winner. I don't know.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Calling it.
Yeah. I want to give fair play to Portishead though. Long trip for them. They're coming here as underdogs, and we've been there before. We've been underdogs. We played West Ham, Man City, and all that sort of stuff. So fair play to them. But any other notes, any other business, Boz, Blue, from the game? It was cold, obviously, but it is what it is. But any other business from the game?
I don't think so.
No, I think just good to. Someone's just turned up. Look who's just turned up.
Hey! It's EK.
Got to my pod. What the hell?
There we go.
Yeah,
that's EK for the listeners out there. So there we go.
Guest appearance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I provide the guests myself actually. So
like it. I want to make a statement, by the way, before we get into the cup draw. After the game, we got pizza. And I'm very disappointed in the gaffer, Joe Sheehan. Came over to me, showed me a pizza he had in his hand, pineapple on it. Very disappointed. And I looked up, you and Jack Blue just sort of smirking. Looks like a plan. And I want to quickly bring on a question here, Boz. On the 10 questions, I'm chucking it out here, Blue, straight away because I just think it needs to. Boz, the question on 10 questions is: do you have pineapple on pizza? Yes or no? Take it away.
No.
Good.
Oh, no. I just don't think it needs to be there. I just don't, pepperoni, ham, anything like that, but fruit on pizza. I love pineapple on its own, but does not deserve to be on pizza. And hot, I just like hot pineapple. I just don't get it. So no, not for me. Not for me.
Okay. I accept defeat.
I think it's now becoming very equal now on the pineapple front in terms of the yes camp and no camp. But Joe, I know you're listening. Very disappointed in you. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Very, very much so. Cup draw then. First of all, home Claxon. We're at home. Happy days for all of us. Always won a game at the AJ Arena. Lewis or London Bees? Of course, their game got postponed, so we've got to wait to see who will win that game. Lewis, the championship team, 7th in the table as of this recording. London Bees, we know all about them. We played them like 3 or 4 times last year because we had them in cups. And I think we had them in the FA Cup. If I'm right, maybe not. Doesn't matter. But Blue, thoughts on the draw?
Yeah, it's a decent draw. I think the main thing is that we're home. I would prefer to know our opponent. But I think their game is on the 8th of January, so I'll have to wait until after Christmas. But I think either of those, it's a winnable game. If it's Lewis, I think it'll be a bit tougher, as we know kind of what London Bees are made of. But yeah, exciting. FA Cup is so exciting. And it's the 4th round, so the rounds have gone quite quickly. So really looking forward to it and enjoyed watching the live stream on Twitter, actually.
Yeah, Boz, Super League teams came in. Didn't get one of those, but we can wait on later on. But yeah, thoughts on it, Lewis, the championship team. They're 7th in the table, as I said. That'd be a good test if they do get through London Bees. London Bees, of course, the team we know. But yeah, your thoughts overall?
Yeah, I think it's a good draw. I think I was listening to it with Kyra yesterday, and we were getting a bit nervous when Chelsea, Arsenal, those ones get pulled, and especially when Arsenal come out first. I think they did maybe. As in like the home team, and we were like, oh gosh, like going away to Arsenal, just we'll save that for later maybe. But no, I think it's a good one. I think it maybe would have been nice to maybe get a team in our league, or maybe I think there might be a couple that are still in the league below, just to kind of give us the best chance of going as far as we can. But it's the FA Cup, and you're going to have to play difficult teams and play higher teams if you're going to kind of go far in it. So I think it'd be a good test, and I don't see why we couldn't get a result from it.
Definitely. Blue, let's look at the key draws. There's a few teams, Super League teams, who are drawing each other, which is good. I think hashtag have got Coventry, so that's a team who beat us unfortunately this season already in the other cup. That's not a bad draw for them. Of course, they're division below. But yeah, take it away. What are the key draws?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see the score in that one, actually. Coventry, hashtag. I think it could be quite interesting. So obviously, we had the WSL teams pulling out each other. So Chelsea, Liverpool, Leicester, Reading, and then the other ones I picked out. I think this will be a great game. Bristol, Oxford. I think that'll be a really good game. Who else have we got? Leeds United or Stoke City have got a trip to Arsenal. I think that'll be a great day for, maybe a long day, but a great day for either team. Who else? And Wolves have pulled out West Ham. Who obviously we played in the quarterfinals last year. So it'll be a good day for them too. So yeah, a decent draw, I think.
I was gutted that Newcastle went out last round against Wolves, because that would have been amazing going away to Newcastle. I think everyone kind of wanted that draw because they've just been seeing the kind of numbers they've been getting. But no, that was a shame. But oh well.
Yes, it's one of those that you always, when you get a draw so early on against a team in your own division, it's just, you're going to see two good teams go out, or one good team, go out early on, and then we haven't got opportunity to draw them in the next round. But yeah, Lewis London Bees, we'll find out whoever will play that. And of course, the game will be played the last game of January. So we've got to wait to play that game. We've got a few league games before that, but it is what it is. Okay, then. It's time for Boz to shine once again. 10 questions with feature. We've done one question already, so that can get ticked off, Blue. But let's get deep, as always, to start the feature. Now, Boz, what is the one thing you've had to overcome in football so far? Hopefully not many other things you need to overcome, but what's the one thing so far?
I think it's kind of something that everyone has to go through, but kind of just injuries, the standard kind of answer. But I think like the past 2 or 3 seasons, I've not really, never really made it past Christmas because I've always got injured in. I think November actually is the season I've always done my ankle in. So it's kind of those sort of things are tough, and trying to come back from it. But I think that's kind of one of the toughest ones. But no, I think it's important that you kind of go through those sort of things at a young age, and it kind of helps when you get older.
Yeah, it's a different contrast this season. Playing week in, week out, player of the month, scored a goal, got a few assists. It's great. It's great to see, Blue, isn't it?
I've broke the November curse. That's what I keep saying to people. I've made it through November. Actually, it got to like the 28th of November, and Joe went, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to, jinx it. He was like, but you've made it through November. He was like, you've never done it before. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. So I'm pleased about that. That's good. But touch wood. You never know what could happen. But yeah, touch wood. Everything kind of keeps going the way it is.
Definitely. Blue, it's been great, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely stuff. I think to turn around a November curse into player of the month, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
We'll take it. Okay. Next one. What is your ideal meal?
Ideal meal. It's tough. There's a few of them, like absolute favourites. So one, I love a roast dinner. Absolutely love a roast dinner. So that's got to be up there. I love a good paella. That's also one of my favourites. Chicken chorizo paella. I love that. So that's one. And then just a good steak. I love a steak. So anything like that. I don't know. I'm not very good with like favourites. I don't really have a lot of favourite colour, favourite movie. Like I'm not very good with that sort of thing. I have kind of a few that I really
variety.
Like. Yeah,
range.
I don't really have just one thing that I'm not set on. So yeah.
What's your sort of mix and more food here? What's your ideal meal after a game? You just played a good 90 minutes. Boom, out the way. I know you get a lot after the game. There is food there, but normally it's like, I need to have a proper meal here. But yeah, what do you normally eat? Is there like a routine, or do you just whatever's on offer?
I can hear them two laughing in the background. We always go for like a Toby Carvery after a game.
Oh, that's a good shout. That's a great shout.
That's roast dinner. So that's our go-to. But on an away game, it kind of depends what we're given. I loved Plymouth. That was great. That was ideal for me. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of varies. It really depends kind of where we are. And yeah, just depends.
Nah, good old Toby Carvery. Love it. I love a Toby. You can't be a roast dinner. Love it. Let's talk then about dream holiday and just any other holiday destinations you've been on so far that you've enjoyed. Just expand.
Dream holiday. I'd say probably like Bali, the Maldives, those sort of like really nice, hot, lovely beaches, clear sea, that sort of thing. I love that. I think I heard, I can't remember who said it, but someone said on one of the pods, Christmas in New York. That has always been like a dream of mine. I'd love to do that. But yeah, I'd say those three are the main ones. And I love skiing, so maybe I loved the skiing holiday I went on a few years ago. So maybe something like that. I don't really know.
Any good?
Yeah. Well, so I used to go when I was younger quite a bit, and I hated it because I was just terrified. So I kind of let my dad and brother go on the other ones, and me and my mum would just stay home because we didn't really enjoy it. And then a few years ago, I was like, no, I think I want to try again. And I went, and on the first day, I had a couple of lessons just to kind of pick it back up again. And I think on the second day, I was going down like red and black runs. It was great. So no, I do love a bit of skiing.
Blue, you been skiing before? I've gone once, and I was dreadful. I fell down every time. So yeah, I haven't done it again.
I've been once and I loved it. I would love to go again, but probably not whilst football's still about for me.
Yeah,
we'll probably have to wait.
Yeah, and Neuer, I think, he's broken his leg skiing, so I saw that and I was like, oh, yeah. I haven't gone in for 5 years. I don't think I've been since I've been at Ipswich. So, yeah, like you say, probably give it a miss for a while.
And that segues nicely, Blue, but carry on.
I was just going to compare it. So imagine Sarah Contrell went away for Christmas. She went skiing just to relax and came back with a broken leg.
Nightmare.
Joe would be
surprised they let him go. I'm surprised they kind of there's sort of things that should be in place that those sort
I
of
thought it was in their contract.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So if any player, if you've got any plans for Christmas, don't do skiing or anything like that. Just just do the simple. Yeah, nothing dangerous. Just just enjoy your Christmas. Just don't. Yeah, there we go. That's a shout out to everyone out there. But yeah, Blue, take it away.
So segueing, as you were saying, Ross, are there any other sports you enjoy doing, watching, following?
I think the same with a lot of girls. Kind of in school, I did a lot of just every sport that there was kind of available: rounders, athletics, netball. I loved a bit of netball. But no, I think watching. I don't really sit down and watch a lot of sports. Just kind of football. Obviously, the World Cup. I love that. But yeah, not really watching a lot. I did try and get into American football, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. Joe and Kieran were trying to get me into it, but I can't. It's just I don't understand it. I don't get it. But yeah, I can't.
I think I was was it for the Plymouth trip, and I think you came in front of the coach, and I was just looking up, and you were like, you're trying to get into it, but I sort of knew deep down. I was like basically watching me, because that was the same when Kieran tried to get me into it, and I was just like. It's just too many different rules and different things. Like, I'm happy for just to quickly, if it's there, like, a touchdown, that's exciting. But the rest of it, just leave Kieran and Joe to enjoy that. We'll just if there's a touchdown, show us a touchdown or a tackle or something. I don't mind that, but is what it is. Now, Boz, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I've heard a lot of the girls say kind of teleportation, which I think is a good one. Just be able to get wherever you want, whenever you want. That would be great. I think I'd like, maybe just because I'm nosy, but I think I'd like to be able to kind of have super hearing. So if I was like kind of standing over here and then like over the other side of the room, someone's having a conversation, I'm like, I wonder what they're talking about. And I just like kind of tune in. And then I can just hear everything they're saying, and then I'll just tune out again and get on my way. I mean, I might hear some things that I don't want to hear, but kind of comes with it.
It needs to be an on and off button. You don't want it every time.
No, I don't want to hear everything. I just want to be able to kind of like tune in what I want to hear and then kind of go back to normal.
I like that, Blue. I like that. Yeah, mixing up there, but yeah, it has to be that. Or if hearing people's voices, their inner thoughts, or that has to. Yeah, that needs to be. That needs to be on and off. You don't want that. You don't want their deep thoughts. Don't want that. Definitely not.
And I don't think I'd want to hear that. I saw a movie once where someone can hear everyone else's thoughts, so they just know exactly what everyone else is thinking. I don't think I'd want that. I think that's too much. I want to hear what everyone.
Yeah. You would just go insane, I think.
Yeah, you would be worrying all the time about what people think. So I think hearing, if there's a little of a secret conversation going on that you want to know what's going on, then you can just tune in. But no, I don't want to hear what everyone else is thinking. God, no.
No. I'm trying to think what that film is. I've watched that film as well.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember just thinking, no, don't want that. Or because even if it's just normal random thoughts from people, like someone just waiting in a queue and they're just going, oh, I've got to go home, got to cook this, got to do that. It's like, yeah, but no, you don't want to hear that. But yeah, good. I like that. Blue, take it away.
If you were stuck on a desert island with 3 teammates, who would you choose to be with?
That's a tough one. I don't know.
I'm going to need reasons as well, which each one brings. Obviously, you've got a bit of pressure on you at the minute, given
I know.
You've got the room.
Well, so I've lived with Sophie and Maddie before, so I know. I mean, we did have a couple of arguments here and there, but I know that I can, deal with a lot of their company.
Yeah.
So maybe them two I'll probably take, and then. I don't know. Either Cara or EK. I'll take one of them as well. I mean, they're both sitting now, so I kind of feel like I have to say that.
There was no choice.
Yeah, it's not really, but I have to. No, definitely them.
I think Ross has just popped off.
Ross has left us.
I might just continue the question.
Yeah,
I might just
away. You've got.
I might just take over, to be honest.
Yeah, new host.
Yeah, why not?
Your own. I mean.
I think this one's a difficult one, actually. So it's what's on your bucket list of things you want to achieve? So previously we've had people give their football bucket list, but also a bit of life bucket list.
Oh, okay. Football, I think kind of the standard, just kind of get as high as you can. It'd be amazing to play WSL, kind of level, but obviously it takes a lot of work to get there, and only a select few can make it. So I'd say that's probably quite high. And then personal life, it's hard. So I'd say, so my job outside of football is marketing, and I really, really enjoy it. So probably outside of football, I'd want to kind of do really well in that and get to a really high level in that, and work in London maybe, and work in one of those big fancy offices. That'd be great. So I'd actually really enjoyed that. And yeah, that's that sort of stuff. I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it.
Have you got companies, big companies in your head that you want to work for? One company you're just I'd love to be on the marketing team for them.
I mean,
you're not limiting yourself.
No, I don't want to. You don't know who's gonna watch, but no, I mean, kind of a company like Google, where you see online their kind of offices where all the food is just free. You can take snacks whenever you want, and there's these meeting booths, and just the whole office is amazing. So maybe something like that. Google, YouTube, that sort of thing. That would be great. Netflix, but I don't know. I haven't really thought too much into it.
I'm intrigued because I see those videos as well. I'm intrigued what they're like working there is actually like. I
don't think I've got anything done. I don't from what I've seen. They're playing ping pong. They're going down slides. They're just eating all the time. They're just. I don't think I'd be able to get anything done.
No, I think I'd be the same. I'd just be in awe. Oh, we have Ross back. Back from the dead, Ross.
Yeah, my laptop died. Now, this happened on Sunday, by the way. It died during the game, and I was like, I think it was maybe because it was too cold, but I think I've just got a problem with my laptop. So, Christmas, anybody wants to buy me a new laptop for Christmas, give me a shout. Happy days. Thank you very much. But where were we?
So we did jump because we were chatting
That's fine.
about which question did we get up to? Oh, we were talking about bucket list. So I asked the bucket list one, but I'll leave you to ask the next one, which should have been mine. But yeah, we were chatting about great things, working at Google. Ross has got a big career ahead of her after football.
Mm-hmm.
Like to hear it. I'll listen back just to double check that there's any rogue things going on. Saying get Ross out, get Ross off the pod, get him off. Some people may go, actually, it was better with Boz and Blue. Maybe Boz will take over the hosting. We shall see. That was maybe on your bucket list. The host
Yeah.
of the Girls Talk going forward.
Yeah, be the host. That's what I want to do.
Sounds good. Okay then. Back to one item you can't live without. What is the one item? We've had different options. We've had practical options. I think actually all of them have been practical. So fair play to all our guests so far. What is the one item you can't live without?
Oh, I don't want to say something standard like, I know, Blue, you said your car, and that's a good one. I genuinely couldn't live without my car. Phone, obviously. I don't want to say something like that. Let me have a think. I'd maybe say no. I'm gonna have to go with my car. That's the one thing. I'm here and then everywhere on weekends, and I want to make sure I can get home to see mum and dad. Obviously, I don't live at home anymore, so I think I'd be lost without my car. So yeah, I'd have to say car.
That's a good shout. Yeah, it's practical, as you said, to get A to B. So yeah, good answer as always. Blue, take it away. I think this is the final question because, of course, we've done the pineapple on pizza already, so we had to get that out of the way. Still not happy with you, Joe. Still not happy. Disappointed. But yeah, there we go.
So final question: what's the song you've got on repeat at the minute? Right, check.
Well, just a Christmas song. I've just been when I get in the car on the way to work, slam on the Christmas songs. Then I'm at work, and then on the way home, put on the Christmas songs again. So, just the Christmas songs, really. I have to admit,
What is the go-to? Blue, this is a question for you. I'm putting out there my. Now it's a very sad song, but I like "Last Christmas" by Wham. I don't know why. I just love it. It's a sad song, really. But that's mine. What's yours, Boz?
I actually like a few of the newer ones. Obviously, they've got the classics, Wham and all that. I like the one by Ed Sheeran and Elton John. That's a good one. I think that was last year. I think that was released. And then the one by Coldplay. I love that one. So a few of the new ones actually are kind of the ones that I really like.
Fair play. What's on your playlist then? Christmas playlist, Blue. What's up there? Or
I'm not. Songs. I know that she doesn't like Christmas songs.
No Christmas songs are on my playlist. Absolutely not. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Love it.
I get the atmosphere it brings. So say if you were to go in a restaurant, it's Christmas time. There's Christmas decorations up. Got Christmas music playing. I get that for atmosphere. But I just cannot understand people who listen to Christmas music just out of choice.
That's why I kind of listen to the new ones, because I feel like they're more just like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're like more songs that I'd actually want to listen to.
They're a hybrid.
Yeah, like the older ones, like they're just kind of standard Christmas songs, like you say, that you kind of listen to when you're in a restaurant or in the, when you're shopping or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's ones that I actually do enjoy listening to, so they're like the newer ones. So, but I get what you mean.
Once again, Blue, on the sound, I'm not going to go out my way to listen to them. If it's on the radio or whatever, then that's fine. Because once again, I wouldn't say I'm a Grinch, but I don't really care for Christmas. I'm happy for Christmas dinner. All the lovely food. But that's all I care about Christmas, because I think it is for the younger kids. When we were growing up, of course, we loved it. Presents, everything. But yeah, anyway, I'm going down a thing we don't want to go down, because it's just gonna controversial. Controversial. Say it's just like snow. I don't care for snow. It looks pretty, but that's all it does.
I don't. Yeah, when it started snowing yesterday, it just disrupts everything. Like you can't get to places that you want to get to. It ruins plans. I just think it's completely inconvenient. It looks nice.
Yeah.
It's fun to kind of see it, and it's snowing, but no, I don't. I think it's quite inconvenient, to be honest.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it crazy how literally the tiniest bit of snow can basically just stop our country?
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not prepared for it, so it just kind of ruins everything. There's no, backup plan. It's just you just got to stay inside, and that's not fun for anyone.
No. Or it's like all weathers though. In the summer when it was too hot, a lot of places sort of shut down because they're overheating. Even when the temperature dropped like last week, everything's frozen like pitches. Football, that's the thing. Snow, cold,
Okay.
football can't go on.
It
Because
ruins
frozen pitch and stuff, it just ruins everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we won't get into this because it's going to get some people will be like turning off like, don't like snow, don't like Christmas songs, don't like. But there we go. Okay then, to end the pods, by the way, we didn't mention Kyra making her return. Kyra Robertson.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh dear, that's on the notes. Sorry, Kyra. No, and I know she's with EK there as well. But yeah, Kyra Robertson made a return. Great. Great to see her back. Yeah, boss.
No, yeah,
Great to see Kyra back.
Yeah, it's good to see Kyra back. I mean, obviously, it was a big miss for us all, for the team in general when she got injured in, I think it was the first or second game of the season.
First game.
Yeah, first game. So, it's good to start, getting her back and other players like Zoe and obviously Pesca's back and O'Brien. So it's good to have like a proper, really good depth to the team now. And I think we're in a really good place at the moment. But I think Kyra's going to make a big impact on the squad and it's good to see her back, like you said.
Definitely. Blue, I can't believe we missed out,
Shocking.
No, that's bad.
You were lead host. That's what we said. And you tried it. I don't really. Maybe the job's not for you, Blue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it was on the notes, which I've got sat right in front of my eyes. So yeah. Oh, we both missed it.
Yeah, I think I don't know what we must have got carried away with Sutton, and then we just segued onto the FA Cup draw. I think it was on the statement about Joe about the pineapple on pizza. I think I just got carried away with that. Missed one of the biggest talking points on the game is Kyra Robertson making her return. Of course, plus more minutes for Baza and Pesca, and just having a strong bench. But Blue, yeah, great to see Kyra back. And at squad depth we have now is, I'm sure Joe's going to be scratching his head thinking, oh, this game was perfect for him to make them 5 substitutions. But now going forward for league games, he's thinking, oh, I can't leave out this player. But then I've got that player on the bench. So yeah, it's great to see though.
It's such a strong squad now that we've had some injuries return. And it's really good for competition. It means the players are going to have to work harder to prove themselves in training and in games. I think that's healthy for everyone, although it might feel a bit uncomfortable. I think it's really healthy, and hopefully you'll see that in better performances from everyone pushing each other on. So yeah, good news.
Definitely. And sorry, Kyra. Sorry. Great to see you back. Can't wait to see some more minutes in the legs from our number 18. Good. Okay then. Cheltenham away. Next up, last game of 2022. What a year it's been. A long trip there. Of course, now they're overnight. They're currently 6th in the league. Of course, got promoted. So they're a new team for us to play. 4 wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats. It will be a early kickoff, a 12 p.m. kickoff, because I think we want to get home for. Of course, it will be the World Cup final, but that's the more important game, of course, on Sunday because England are out. And as of this recording, Argentina are currently winning 2-0, so it looks like Messi will be playing in the World Cup final. But Blue, Cheltenham Town, a new team to play. Thoughts?
Yeah, they're doing pretty well for a promoted team. They're 6th, which is decent. I had a look at their results previously. So just looking at their sort of league results, lost 4-2 to Plymouth. Back in October, won 1-0 against Crawley Wasps. And then back earlier in October, drew 1-1 to Bridgewater. So you've sort of got a range of results there, a bit unpredictable. So I think they'll be a decent team, and as it's the last game until Christmas, so everyone will want to finish on a high and go into Christmas break on a win. So I think it'll be a decent game, although it is a long trip.
Yeah, Boz, you're looking forward to that? Another long trip. Good thing is we're getting these out of the way early. We're done Plymouth. That was always the one where everyone looks like, get that done. Just get that done. Cheltenham, a new team. Yeah, how you feeling for it?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think I always enjoy kind of the long away trips where we stay over. I think they're always, good weekends for everyone to kind of spend a bit of time with each other. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I think the worst bit is the journey back home on the Sunday. I think on the Saturday we're all excited, and Saturday night, it's nice to be in the hotel with everyone, have dinner and all that. But the journey back on Sunday is never fun. But no, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I've got the day off on Monday, so
don't
lovely. Worry about getting home late, so it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I know the game is kicking off a bit earlier, but I think the World Cup probably will be on, so I'm sure a lot of us will be watching it. Of course, it is a shame England are not playing, but it is what it is. I want to sort of say, Blue. Cheltenham have signed a player who scored against us in both the games last year. Henna Butcher, I'm probably saying her first name terribly, but she scored for Keynsham against us both times last season.
She's the player. She's the Keynsham player.
Yeah, she's signed for Cheltenham. I just wanted to sort of just talk about her because, we beat Keynsham both times, like really heavily, but she was the one who was able to score against us. So we've got to watch out for her. So, Boz, watch out for. I think she plays a midfield striker. So, I'll point out to you that's there. So, I'm sure maybe Joe, if you're listening, I'm sure you are.
It's scouted.
Ross is our new technical coach, scouted.
Yeah, that's
tactical coach. Sorry, not technical coach, tactical coach. That's what you mean.
Yeah, look out for her. Most likely, she'll probably not even play on Sunday, so that's just pointless information. But yeah, there we go. Just wanted to bring it out there. Also, Blue, I did see they've lost heavily though against Watford. They lost 6-0. They also lost 5-0 against Oxford, but that was in September. Of course, they were just getting used to the league, newly promoted and stuff. But yeah, should be a good game, and hopefully to end the year on a high as always.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said before, I think last season we found the loss against Oxford just before Christmas affected us quite a bit. So hopefully this season we can change that and finish it on a win, because I think it does affect players going into the Christmas break where you're not in every day, so you've got to do your sort of Christmas program but also have some time to spend with the family and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it actually. It'll be nice to finish before Christmas with a long trip, time to like socialise and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Boz, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Any plans?
A few of us are going to an escape room. So not the Wednesday, which is my actual birthday, but on the Thursday after training. So that should be good. We enjoyed it when we did it as I enjoyed it when I did it as a little team bonding. So I was like, girls, we need to do another one. So we're doing that on Thursday. So that should be good. But nothing really planned for the actual day. Just going to work. It's our Secret Santa day at work though, so it should be a bit more chilled and a bit more fun. So, but yeah, nothing too crazy planned.
It's always when your birthday falls on a weekday, it's always difficult. But then you can, you got a nice trip to Cheltenham on Saturday to sort of celebrate a birthday weekend. Hopefully, some of the girls, will plan something for you. But as you said, you're going to escape rooms with some of them, so that's good. Blue, any other business, any other notes to mention before we go on? We're not forgot about anything else. Once again, Kyra, sorry. Great to see you back. But any other, I'm just checking all notes. I think we've mentioned everything we needed to mention. Of course, shout out to always John Fowler Solicitors for the sponsorship. But I think that is it from everything we needed to mention.
I think that is it. Thank you very much, Boz, for joining us. And a big happy birthday for tomorrow. Thanks, as always, Ross, for being my co-host, even though you've dropped out for a little bit and left me stranded. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed listening, and we'll catch you next week after Cheltenham.